The Orioles have their alumni series. Players from the past come back to mingle with the fans. Today, Tippy Martinez is in the house. He and Calvin Pickering, one-time Orioles first baseman, visiting with the fans. And you're a veteran at this. The fans must love you. You're there all the time.
Well, they feel sorry for me. They saw me on the streets. Will you sign some autographs? I said, absolutely. So they feel sorry for me.
Now, when you meet with the fans, obviously you're from a different era. Rick's from a different era, but you're still part of the organization. You live and die with every pitch as we do. What do the fans ask you about it? What do they talk to you about?
I got this thing about as far as these three pickoffs. Everybody remembers the three pickoffs all the time, but it's always nice to be remembered. When you go, sometimes it kind of surprises you because you wonder, they kind of look at you and say, well, that could be because you get all that gray hair and stuff coming through,
Gray hair? Who has gray hair?
Oh, I got a lot of gray hair. Other than Palmer. Palmer doesn't have gray hair, only me. So, but it's nice to be remembered.
Tip, you got to look back at your days when we were all together and everything. And if I had to remember one thing about the way you pitched, you had an outstanding curveball, probably the best curveball I ever caught. The game has become, your thoughts about the game and the bullpen and how specialty pitchers have really kind of taken over.
Yeah, it's kind of like when I was listening to Duquette, he's looking for guys in the bullpen that can get lefties or righties out. And I totally agree with that, especially nowadays, because there's so much as far as matching, lefties with lefties, righties with righties. But now you get guys in the bullpen. If you don't have a bullpen, you're not going to win. You're not going to go anywhere. And he's trying to find guys that'll take the heat off as far as whatever moves Buck Showalter will do. And if you can find relievers that can get lefties or righties out, it makes it a lot easier.
I got to tell a quick story about Tippy coming in and loading the bases in a tie ball game, and I called a fastball, ball one, ball two, ball three, and I said, you know what? His best pitch is his curveball, and it was nasty, Jim. I called the curveball, and everybody's going, "Why are you calling the curveball?" Now 3 straight curveballs in a row, game over. Let's go.
Well, you got to go as far as what you can possibly get over for strikes, and just so as far as I had command with a curveball, couldn't get the fastball over, and you just go with it. And it just so happened everybody was so surprised. I think even the hitters were so surprised by it, and it worked. And as a matter of fact, I probably should have you as far as my agent. As far as saying I had one of the better curveballs. So if I would have had you negotiate my contract, I could have never
been your agent because I know no matter what our contract was, he would have never paid me.
Well, you talk about specialization in the bullpens and how it really is dominating how managers use bullpens now. And I look back at your big year, 1983, also a big year for the team winning the World Series. You go 9-3, 21 saves, make the All-Star team. But what jumped out at me, 103 and a third innings pitched. Nowadays, you'd never have a reliever anywhere near 100 innings pitched.
Well, Ray Miller always kept the figures as far as not only the games that I pitched in, all the warm-ups in order to prepare to get into the game. And being the only left-hander in the bullpen at that particular time, you did long, middle, and short. So you can get up like 10 or 12 times during the course of a game. And if you don't really take care of yourself, you can get all worn up by the time you get in the game. So with Earl, you really had to watch yourself.
Jim, give me your impressions now, lefty to lefty. What do you think of Zach Britton with this 95-mile-an-hour sinker? Oh, my gosh.
He makes it look so easy. You watch him, the way he throws, and what a nasty sinker he's got. I mean, it's devastating. I'm sure it's probably a hard ball that he throws as far as with that. It probably hurts the catcher's hand trying to catch that sinker. And I tell you what, I just love the way he throws.
You had a sinker, but it really probably wasn't movement. It was more velocity than anything else.
Yeah, it was lack of speed.
Well, Tippy, we appreciate the visit. I know we're going to see you several more times over the course of the year. One of the more popular Orioles alumni, the Orioles Alumni Series. And remember, fans, if you're coming to games this year, it's Monday and Thursday games, and the alumni out there on Utah Street, meet and greet, signing autographs, and talking Orioles baseball. Always good to see you.
Thank you.